Prepare to qualify. Prepare to qualify.
Right now.
Oh, Jimmy's gone.
Alright, all you schmoes out there, welcome to another edition of a semi-useless show, the #1 Google Hangout in the universe. Hangout on air in the universe. Today we're going to be talking about donkeys, discos, and dillweeds.
Nice.
We might talk about some other things along the way. But I'm your host, Jim. Right over here we have our co-host, Bill.
Would you say we're #1 in the G Hood?
Yeah.
Is it Google
Why?
Hangouts?
Yeah, that's the G Hood.
Where people hang out in the hood, and then it's the G for Google Hangouts, and it's like we're in #1 in the G Hood.
Right.
Start the show.
G Hood's a lot better than the jihad, right?
Yeah. Don't mistake it with the jihad. No,
Yeah,
we're not
we're in the G Hood.
We're with the jihad.
We're not so hood that we're hod, right?
Yeah.
I do want to visit the Akbar one day.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like a pretty cool place.
Fun place.
They talk about it a lot. It must be a pretty cool place.
Yeah. Alright, next to him we have our schmo host, Sam.
How you doing?
How's it going?
Pretty good. So, speaking of #1 in the universe, I guess, even though it's number 18.
We're talking about Kanye
I'll get
West?
to that later. What's that?
We're going to talk about Kanye West?
No. I want to talk about the Ashley Madison hack. Did you hear about that?
Oh, is that the fair website?
Yeah, where people go to cheat and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's funny because I was hearing about it. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, a lot of people, most people are just like, you shouldn't have been cheating anyways, or why would you go on a site to do it, whatever. And there's been tons of people who talk about that.
Yeah, why would you go on a site? When you
It is the number 18 most visited adult type site. So I was wondering if you guys thought you might know what, like, maybe the top 10 are.
Okay.
As far as cheating sites go, I don't know, but
Are we talking about...
No, just adult.
Okay, yeah. Now I can do that.
Right.
How, like, something like YouTube wouldn't count just because there's just 18 plus videos or something.
How are we gonna do this? Me and Sam draw straws, or
Yeah, no, we'll just start naming them. It's not. This one's not like a real game.
I'm gonna draw my straw.
All porn sites?
Sorry.
That was one of them. That was the intro.
No, I was just pulling it up. There's #1 is actually a site you guys aren't gonna know. So.
How would you know?
What is it then?
Live
Me and Sam know
Jasmine.
it. What is it?
Live Jasmine. This isn't the world.
It's
so.
Live Jasmine.
Or Live Jasmine. Would you have
And I do
guessed
know
that?
the site.
Would you have guessed it?
I did have to correct you, but no,
Why is it familiar?
I don't
because
know.
Live Jasmine is a chat site, right?
Oh,
I have
okay.
no clue.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know
what-
exactly what it is.
It's
I
like
know
the little
exactly
things
what
that
it
pop
is.
up like on porn sites. They pop up on the edge of like porn sites a lot or something.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna get stumped on this.
I don't know when the
I'm
poll
gonna
was
throw
taken,
a-
really.
I'm gonna throw a RedTube out there.
RedTube is #6.
All right.
What's that got to do with what we're doing, Sam? You can throw your red tube out at another time.
Bankware.
I am aware of
that's not on
RedTube.
there. See, I don't know when this one is. Just to let you know, like E-Bomb's World is #9,
Heard
Oh, yeah.
of it?
and
Oh,
Pornhub
Newgrounds.
isn't on this list. So I think it
That's
must
crazy.
be kind of old. So
Newgrounds.
think about when you were like maybe
Maybe
like
listen to
22.
Yeah, it's probably based on when I definitely was trying to look at a bunch of different sites, but then as you get older, you're just like, yeah, all the good stuff comes here. You
It's not just
eventually
porn.
find out.
Mom's World isn't porn. It's just like videos where like you'd see like
It's still considered adult.
But
Yeah,
user uploaded,
you see
right?
like Osama bin Laden floating at pieces or something. But Newgrounds I'll put out there.
Yeah.
What's Newgrounds number?
What's that?
What's Newgrounds.com?
Oh, Newgrounds? That's not even on there.
I thought it'd be bigger than E-Bombs, actually.
No.
It just sounds like a technology, like a site where
See,
you
that's
get
what I'm saying. This might be a little older, this list. Publication March, though, of 2014. So, I don't know.
That's pretty new.
I guess. That's when it was posted.
X Hamster's got to be top 5.
Yeah, that's why on there. Oh, PornMD.
See, none of those are on there.
Damn.
X Hamster's like where all the porn reroutes. As
Yeah.
far as I've heard.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. It's kind of weird. You want me to give you a couple of them
Sure.
that I don't think you know? xnxx.com.
Nope. Too many X's.
Adult Friend Finder.
Yeah, there's that one.
I've heard of that, yes.
Flirtforfree.com.
Are you sure these aren't just cheating sites? Because they sound like they are.
Well, obviously RedTube isn't, but
Yeah.
I'm Live, Free Ones. He had RedTube, Cam4, don't know that.
Heard of that
Adult
one.
Friend Finder, YouPorn,
Definitely heard of that.
Yeah.
Live Jasmine.
That's the top 10?
Whatever. That's
Oh,
what it says.
I can refine that list and go right up
Yeah.
against that.
Pornhub, to me, has to be one of the biggest.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
see why
why-
it wouldn't be. It's
Oh,
like a
Let's see if
redirect
this one-
site too, I think, like X Hamster.
It's like RedTube and Sinkwire and PornMD.
right. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly how accurate that list is. And how come porn.com just by itself is not the most popular? It's still a free site, and it's just porn.com. It's so easy.
I don't know. I guess it just never gained the popularity of like the other ones.
You figured just by the name
I
it
know,
would
it's
just
crazy.
be up there.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
sold. You know what? Maybe it's just the top sold one. Like maybe they just once you buy porn.com, you could probably just resell that name over and over again and be like, hey, it's called porn.com.
That's what it looks like right
you'll
now.
make money.
Right.
It is a porn site for sure.
Yeah.
Or porn.uk.
And it's all free. It's just like Pornhub and all those other ones, so I don't see why.
Yeah.
Somebody makes money off the name, the domain name. That's probably the only time you make
I don't
money.
think they. For some reason, it feels like Pornhub like advertises almost. Like you see it in other places a lot.
Yeah.
So.
You know,
I
there's a
don't know. I
lot
think that's what it
that
is.
probably can depend on it because there's some sites that have user uploaded stuff that people might be into, or
Right.
it might be ad based, but there might be free for a certain amount of time, a free chat room thing or whatever. I mean, they have to hook people just like any other business, and I swear, I bet you, I mean, I wouldn't pay a dime. To me, it's free, but I'm sure that some of these sites are probably pay sites and people actually pay, and that's how they actually get into it. Like you figure there wouldn't be too many people that do pay, but there is the people that do, and its popularity is based on what? You know, I mean, why are they the top sites? They could be top sites because people pay for the content. It doesn't mean they're top just by how many clicks they get, because if that was the case, the free sites would be on top. You
Right.
know? Plenty
Yeah.
of free sites that would be on top.
All right, so let's just go to regular websites. What do you think, like the top 10 are?
Oh, the top one is Google.com,
YouPorn.
Yes.
then Facebook,
Yep.
YouTube.
YouTube, shout out YouTube. Check us out on YouTube. Live every Tuesday, 7:30.
Also Google Hangouts.
The only reason to watch
Yes.
YouTube, so you know.
Yep.
Is YouTube number 3 though?
Yeah, YouTube's number 3.
I already
What's
saw a
4?
list of this one time, and then after that, I kind of don't know. There's what else is there? Wikipedia isn't on there, is it?
It's number 6.
Okay.
You're missing. Let's try and have you guys get the top 10. You're missing 4 and 5, 7,
Tumblr.
8, 9, 10. Tumblr
Oh, Reddit.
is
Reddit's up there.
Reddit is number 10.
Amazon.
Snapchat.
Tumblr
Snapchat.
is number 17.
Amazon.com.
Amazon's number 4, sorry. Right after YouTube is Amazon.
Twitch.
eBay.
What's that? Twitch?
eBay.
Twitch isn't on there. eBay is number 7.
Craigslist.
Craigslist is number 8. Let's see. You're missing 1. You're missing you're missing 2. 5 and 9.
Semi-useless show.
It's number 0.5.
.wix.com.
We have so many viewers, we went back to 0.
Yeah.
What else?
Think of
Oh, man, there's-
having fun.
What's that?
Having fun. What would you say if you're having a lot of fun?
A RedTube?
What is it?
A Pornhub?
No. No, a lot of fun. Like an exclamation you might scream.
Cocaine.
Yahoo.
Yahoo, yep. Yahoo is number 5. And then Birdies is number 9.
I said Twitter though.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah,
Okay, so
earlier
we got
on
them
I
all.
was like,
Oh.
Twitter.
Good
Yeah,
job.
I already knew the first 3, like Google, Facebook, and YouTube, like, are just way above like all the other ones on that list too. I think.
Right, right.
See, like,
Now, out of all those, what would be also a good porn name? Twitter?
there's already YouPorn, so.
No, I'm saying out of the other just top ones, what also could be a porn name?
Twitter.
Oh, YouTube.
Fair.
Well, yeah, I guess so. eBay.
eBay.
The E stands for erection.
Reddit. Oh, that's
Oh,
Reddit
that's
makes it-
horrible.
yeah.
That's a winner.
Yeah, that's too gross. Yeah.
That is a winner.
All right, so I don't have a sound for this. But we are gonna do
Sam did.
a new game, and that is you've gone too far. All right.
Okay.
So
Sure.
yeah. I'm just looking at. I gotta look up something. So what you do basically is, for this first one, we're gonna do a song, and then one of you is gonna go first and kind of guess how long the song is, and then the other person like ups that. So let's say you say like 3 minutes and 10 seconds, then the other person thinks it's like 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So you guys just keep going up until you think that the song is, you've gone too, far with how high it is. You kind of get that?
No, because like when do we just jump back and forth? Like I say up, and then like he's just gonna say up afterwards, even though he thought it was down.
No. Say he says 3 minutes and 10, then you say 3:20, then he says 3:30, you say 3:50, and then he's like, I don't know, I think 3:50 is too high.
Oh, so you're just trying to go as high as possible, even if you don't think it's that high, kind of.
Well, if you get caught going too high, then you lose. So if you think it's exactly 9:05, and you go 9:04 and he goes 9:05, you're kind of screwed. But you try and go like 3 minutes or something.
Yeah,
Get
so
it?
if it was a Zeppelin song, and it was a long one, you get a guess about how long that Zeppelin song is,
Right.
as opposed to a regular 4-minute song. Or if there's a song that's short, like that, excuse me, I just vomited in my mouth, like that what is that one movie with they had all the aliens? You know that one song that goes woohoo?
Oh,
I got my head checked by a jumbo
Blur.
jet. Blur, yeah.
There's Blur. That's the same guy that made the Gorillas.
That's like a 30-second song.
Yeah.
Is it really?
So no,
Maybe
it's like
30 seconds.
it's like 1:38 or
I
something.
didn't know that
I'm
short.
pretty sure.
So either way,
Did you pick that?
that's so you just keep going higher until you like feel like you push the other guy too high, and then say, "Oh, that's way too high."
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Give it a shot.
All right. So the first one is a song, and the song is the album version of Freebird.
Okay.
All right. So whoever wants to go first with what they think it is, or pretty close, or a little too, pretty close.
I would like to go first.
Okay.
8 minutes,
All right.
60 seconds.
So 9 minutes.
No, 8 minutes, 60 seconds.
Okay. Sam, what do you think?
So
Do you
Sam
think
says
that's too
9
high,
minutes,
or do you
so
think
right.
you should keep going?
I think he's too high already.
You think he's too high?
Yep.
And the answer is 9 minutes
Hmm.
and 6 seconds.
Damn.
Billy gets the first point.
Oh, so
Alright.
I've never heard
win
that one.
just like that instead of us going back and forth. Like if I went 4 minutes, then Sam would go higher, and then I would go higher and get closer to it. So there's a disadvantage to going first, probably.
Yeah, but not that time it wasn't.
Well, for me
Alright.
it was, wasn't it?
In the millions, the number of users for Twitter, since we're sticking on the bird topic,
Ah.
in the millions.
Oh, I'm starting.
Well, Billy got the first one, so he can either say he wants to start or doesn't want to start.
Wait, I thought Sam
wanna
had it
start?
last time.
No, you got it right.
Did he say higher or lower?
High, and you
I said you said 9. You said
There's no such thing as high or low. You just got to say more numbers.
8 minutes and 60 seconds. So
Yeah, he thought 8 minutes and 60 seconds was too long.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's your turn.
Also known as 9.
Yeah.
I'm still not getting it, but I'll get it after I watch the show.
All right.
You'll get it after this one because Sam most likely won't say too high again if you go first or if he goes first.
30 million.
30 million. What do you
Too
think, Sam?
Too high.
Is it too
You think
high?
30 million's too high?
Yeah, I think 30 minutes.
Users on Twitter.
Oh, users are like. Oh, okay. I was thinking like people on at the same
You already
time.
said your answer.
No, I was thinking on people on at the same
No,
time. or something.
complete users.
Oh, okay. There's like a million fake accounts.
We'll still count though.
All right, 30 million. Let's see. I'll say 40 million.
40 million. What do you say, Bill?
Now I get what you're saying because we can keep going.
Yeah.
I would have to say 450 million.
450 million. What do you think, Sam?
Too high.
Too high?
Yeah.
And the answer is 232 million. So that was too high.
That's way more than I thought. Still.
It's all my fake
Yeah.
accounts.
Even with fake
Yeah,
accounts, I
that's
was thinking it would have been like maybe
I
like.
know, that's what's hard to say because it does say users, which if it is people with fake accounts, then it's
It still counts as users. I
Fun.
think.
Oh, there he is. Gotcha.
what's that?
I thought you faded out there for a minute.
Oh. No, I'm trying to.
It's alright
Read
if I pick
something.
my ear.
Yeah, no mind.
You don't mind if I stick my...
I'm trying to think of another bird thing that I could do.
Stick my dick in the sky.
We had two.
Stick my
I
dick in
know,
the sky.
I was trying to get my sound thing ready, but what you guys can do is I'm going to figure out the answer to this while you guys go back and forth. Hopefully you take long enough. But
Too high.
so Sam got that one right. Do you want to go first, or do you want Billy
go
to go
first.
first? Okay. How many times did they say the word bird in the Surfin' Bird?
Oh my god.
It doesn't count, not counting stutters, whenever they say the full word bird.
150 times.
Wow, that's
Billy?
actually probably pretty good answer. I'd have to say. I still say it's too high though.
Okay, I'm counting them.
How many birds did Bob Ross draw?
Oh my
I mean-
gosh, okay.
He usually doesn't draw birds.
Right? We don't know.
You know he's drawn birds for sure because he has bird pets in the show sometimes. Tell you what we're gonna do.
Hey, are you enjoying the show so far?
Me?
Yeah. How many times have I flicked you the bird since?
The answer is 79 times.
Oh, a little too high.
It might be 80. I might have. It's somewhere around there though.
Not 100 and...
Not 150. Nowhere near
Yeah,
there.
it's not 60 like I said.
Yep. So, all right. From now on, Billy won.
From now on?
But now
All
you
right.
kind of get how we do that game. So from now on, there will be a humiliation after that.
Ah,
And I did notice one thing.
something to do with me.
As I look back, I think only Billy has ever done humiliations.
No, Mike did one once, I know for sure.
I did one
What
too.
did he do?
I did John Madden. And then,
Oh yeah, you did John Madden.
Michael
What did Mike
Son,
do?
you think I'm sexy, that thing. I know you like that, you think I'm sexy or whatever.
Oh, the Shawn Michaels song.
Oh, the Shawn Michaels. You know I'm cute. You think I'm sexy.
I
that
thought I
one,
did
yeah.
that one.
No, you
I
did,
thought Billy did that one.
Maybe
You
just
did-
thought
oh,
I'd do it better.
you did the Jitterbug one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I did John Madden, and then, so we all did one except for Jim.
And Billy did the he
Truffle
did
shuffle.
the I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah.
Oh,
All
yeah.
the girls don't know how to act.
I forgot
whatever.
because I actually brought sexy back after that.
Yeah, it was very sexy. All right, let's move into another topic here. So this single mother left her 2 kids only about 20 to 30 feet away from her while she went to do an interview. She gave them McDonald's, sat them down at the food court, and then she kind of went and did an interview.
Hmm.
And somebody called the cops on her, and her kids were taken away. They gave the kids back now, but do you think she was in the wrong, or what?
Where was this? Where were they at for an interview?
They were in a mall,
Babysitting.
and they were in a mall, and she gave them McDonald's and sat them in the food court, but where she was, she could see them sitting.
Yeah, she's not in the wrong.
Okay, let me
So she
mention
could
this. One of the
clearly
kids
see-
was 2 years old.
That's pretty young.
Yeah, the other
Too
kid
high.
was 6. The other kid was 6.
I don't know. It's still within view. It's just.
Right.
I
So
wouldn't
she
do
saw
it, but
the child. What do they call the things where the people come and take your children away?
so
Child
DD
services?
something.
social
Child
child
services.
services.
With no police officers or anything or any warning, just people came up and took the kids away, because child services would have had to come in to do
No,
it.
you're saying it came later, like to our house, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So who ratted on her? Because the food court wouldn't have had her address. It would have had to been the person that she did the interview with.
Yeah,
It's probably
probably.
one of those. I
So
don't
not
know.
only you're
No,
not hired,
no, it
but-
wasn't. No, it wasn't. She actually got the job.
Okay.
They actually
So
offered
how
the
did
job
somebody take
right
your
there
kids
on the
away?
spot. She took the job, and then later on they came and took the kids. So it was
Why?
just some bystander that called to the cops.
But how did her kids get taken away if nobody knows where she lives? That's what I don't get. Like, how did this even happen?
They probably came up and questioned her, yeah, and then they decided from what happened.
So the police officer probably did come up and question her. And be like, "Are these your kids? We had a report, blah blah blah."
Yeah, and then you think it'd be like, and the cop, you think the cop would just be like, in my opinion, the cop would just been like, well.
Oh, you were trying to get a job? That's nice.
The cop probably was like, it's probably not a big deal in his mind, but then he goes and files a report, and someone else is like, oh, that sounds horrible, because I wasn't there. Whoever is in charge of actually, like...
my only thing is, I think there would be more of an uproar if the lady who called the cops said, hey, this lady left a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old by themselves while she went and did this, and nothing happened to her. They just let her get away with it.
But
I think maybe going after the police department. I think rational people like us would be like, okay, she was just trying to get a job. Yeah. But most people would be like, she left a 2-year-old? So it's like, which way do you know, if you look at it from if nothing happened, you know, versus once something did happen, it's not a huge story right now. But I think if nothing happened, it actually would have been a bigger story.
She left her kids in a mall. There's just
I don't know.
all kinds of judgment there.
I think that's something that would just happen all the time. Like, oh, you left her. Someone thinks she didn't do a good job taking care of your kids, and then it just goes away. I think the uproar might be because she got in trouble for it. If she went to jail for it, that would be a story, but she didn't go to jail for it.
I know she's a good mother for one reason.
Why?
Oh, she's trying to get a job.
McDonald's instead of Burger King. It's the number one reason. She decided to go with McDonald's.
Well, maybe she just decided to go with McDonald's because it's within view, and maybe the Burger King wasn't.
Or maybe there was no Burger King.
That's not responsible, though.
Should have got, like, the bourbon chicken.
Where was this interview in the mall that's next to the food court?
Well,
Starbucks?
Really, yeah, maybe. Really, because if the job's in the food court, come on, they're still in the food court.
I'd like to bring my children in, but I'm afraid they're going to get burned by hot coffee. So
no, the worst part that I don't get, the thing I don't get is, like, she just finished college and stuff, so what kind of a job?
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
I know, but she was acting like, the way she worded it was like, oh, I was promised huge advancements at this place, so that's why I went there for the interview in the first place.
What? Like she's blaming that on why her children are taking away?
I wonder if it's a haircuttery salon or something.
Ah. Maybe.
From the salon school.
That's true.
Yeah.
I kind of like that theory there.
Now she can cut her loss.
Kind of tough. I'm trying to think if me or Allison, like even right now with Sophia at 5 and Mackenzie at 7, would even leave them to be in, you know, eyesight distance 30 feet away. I don't even know if I would do that.
No,
for an extended period of time.
I wouldn't do it because the interview, you know, lasts long. So you should have found someone to take care of them. Maybe like there's someone to come with her or something. I don't know. To watch the kids.
On the radio, they talked about that, and then the guy on the radio was like, "What if she just moved here and doesn't even know anybody? You know what I mean? That could happen too."
Well, now she's gonna know a lot of people.
Yeah. Yep. Now she knows everybody.
People.
Yep.
I don't think it's that bad, honestly. There's way worse.
It's not terrible.
It's not that bad.
She got
I don't
the kids
even
back,
think it's a real story.
Yeah.
Honestly,
it's like did you get any fines or anything? Or they could just take them away for like a day. They're just like, all right.
No, Billy's right. I just made up the story.
Oh, okay.
Discussion. It's not even real.
It's not a real story at all.
Next topic.
Yeah. Next topic. All right. So next topic.
Nuclear bomb drops on Disney World.
Yeah.
Just in case you didn't hear about that.
The first female coach, kind of, in the NBA, won the championship. She, for the summer league. So what they do when you're in the NBA, they take the guys that are in their first 2 years to try and get them to get more practice during the summer. They do like a summer league tournament. And the San Antonio Spurs, one of their assistant coaches, is a woman, but they let her be the head coach for this, and they won the tournament. So there was a female coach coaching males, and they said she was like one of the best coaches, blah blah.
They ever
And
win
now
before?
What's that?
They ever win before?
No, this is their first time ever winning, and it was with this girl coach. So
But-
This San Antonio Spurs is what?
basketball.
So that they
This wasn't the real NBA. This was their summer league, which are any of their players that are in their first 2 years.
Could
that
there
are
have been
trying to
female
develop more
coaches?
skills.
Is
What's
this the first female coach?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Otherwise, I was
No.
going to say, who cares? Because if there's female
she was
coaches that have
assistant
been winning
coach
before,
that game, though. They'd switch her to regular coach.
She was
But-
the assistant coach in the real NBA. She really is an assistant in the NBA right now. But they
Okay.
said during the summer league you can be the
Oh,
head.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So they think pretty soon, like this girl might get a
sex
good
change?
opportunity to be an NBA coach.
She gets a sex change, and next thing you know, she could be an
Right.
NBA coach.
Yes, she has to get a sex change first, though.
Now, here's the
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
As chauvinistic as that sounds, I'm really the other way with this. I don't think it should be a news story that a woman is capable of coaching a basketball team. I mean, this should be like stories from the 90s, maybe. You know, back in the old 1990s.
I don't know. Do you think it'll be a story that if Hillary Clinton were to win the presidency, that oh my gosh, a woman's president? Or you think we should just be like, another president?
That's a little bit different, but
I'm kind of bored of Barack Obama being black after, like, months, really.
Yeah.
wait,
very
when did he
bored
turn black? What were you saying? When Obama turned black?
I got bored of him being black, so it's like,
Oh, you got bored of him being black, so you just were like, he's white
yeah.
forever. He's white forever now.
I got bored of him being
Even after he's not president, he's just white now.
Right.
He's Hillary.
But when she becomes an NBA coach, it's going to be a big deal, for sure.
Hillary Clinton?
Yeah.
That would be a big deal. Her being the president, I could
Nothing.
see, you know, that's an overnight success. But
Yeah.
for Hillary Clinton being an NBA coach, that is massive.
Yeah.
No, but anyways, I don't know. It definitely will be a big deal because I don't know. It's something we've never seen before.
Yeah, it's-
Yes.
It's gonna be weird.
A woman being an NBA coach would be very marketable for sure because a lot of people are into it. I mean, more money will be made for the league, I'm sure.
Would you think if you were a billionaire owner, would you hire a woman? You think it'd be marketable, but usually if you're hiring a coach, you had a bad season, so you have a bad team. What happens in 3 years if she has 3 bad years in a row, and you're also the first team to fire that
Ask Obama
first woman head
what
coach?
happens when you're the first and you just fail miserably?
No, he didn't fail miserably. He won a second election, so.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
shitty, and then you just
It isn't
there's a
failing.
lot of shitty presidents that won second elections. There's historically there's been
No,
plenty
if you're shitty enough, you'll
shitty
lose
presidents.
the second one.
How many people have gotten impeached? And
One.
who knows how many presidents?
Oh,
Two.
well, 2, yeah.
Wait, it was Bill Clinton impeached, I don't remember.
Clinton was impeached, but that didn't mean he.
I know.
Yeah.
And he's like the greatest president ever.
He's,
Not quite,
he's
but he's
Put
president
he's
Put
okay.
2 and 2 together.
president 90s.
President.
Obviously, something Clinton did wasn't that good because it led to, Bush. Then, it seemed like that was a high point, and after him it was falling. So, if he would have
Not
set
right
it up
after.
good enough, it should have grew
It just
after.
depends. It just depends on what political affiliation you are, who you gotta blame. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, it's
If you're
impossible to
Republican,
figure
oh,
out
it's
who it
Obama's
is.
fault. If you're Democrat, then it's Bush's fault.
I blame the Republicans.
Yes.
I think it's George Washington's fault.
Yeah, I know.
He started all this.
You're the
It
OG.
really is.
Yo,
The OG.
yo, P.
Yeah.
Actually, it's
Yeah.
Lincoln's fault.
Oh yeah. Shouldn't.
What, I like how you're looking at me like, what does he mean by that?
It was Lincoln.
Who's Lincoln?
There's a lot of people There's probably about like 10% of people that think Lincoln was by far the worst president.
I could see that. Except for when he
I
hunted
wonder
the
if
vampires.
a lot of people think he's A lot of people think he's the second president too. I think.
I did.
You
Yeah.
thought he was the second president?
Yeah, because in school they were like, George Washington is the man, and then they're like, oh yeah, Lincoln's the man also. That's all they talked about was George Washington and Lincoln.
And
Well,
then,
he-
what,
I'm gonna think when I grow up.
then FDR was the third president?
They're like,
Yeah.
who's that hack? He's a guy. He has what's FDR. That's not even a
Who's
real
that
name.
hack?
He's a hack.
He's all
Who
hacked
is that
up.
hack? What?
Yeah.
He's all hacked up.
No, but
Or legs
Probably
out.
from Lincoln.
Yeah.
Because he was a vampire.
but
FDR
think
was a
about it.
vampire.
What is America's motto? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah.
Number one is life.
Mhm.
How many Americans died during Abraham Lincoln's presidency?
How many Americans died during
Yeah, but you gotta understand.
I wonder when the most
war was
Americans
over
died.
civil issues.
Yeah, but
Is that-
I think under FDR,
Okay,
more Americans died.
People had to die to be free.
No,
Yeah, because World War II.
no, it still wasn't more Americans died,
I know there's a ton of Americans that like in the millions.
but nowhere
Right.
near as many as. No, not the millions.
Yeah, I think over 1 million Americans died in World War II.
I don't think so.
Let me look that up. Fact check.
Yeah, look that up and then look up the other the Civil War. But either way, okay.
They were Americans. They just didn't know it yet.
You say the Civil War, blah blah, over slavery. Why wasn't there a civil war in England over slavery? In France over slavery? All those other countries got over slavery without a war.
Hmm.
Why couldn't we do it?
But we didn't get
that's
over
the main
slavery,
point.
first of all.
Well, we technically did.
There's a lot of people that are not over that.
I'm not saying
Of all
over it.
colors.
No, I mean slaves got the right to vote before women did in the United States.
Mhm.
So
You know, that brings up a good point. And I heard this from somewhere else before. They were like, how did women get the right to vote? They would have had to vote that in, wouldn't they?
yeah, men just did
And
it.
they couldn't.
because-
I guess men were just like, sure. It had to be men that gave women the right to vote in the first
I
place.
know, why did they?
I don't know, because we're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
407,
That's why women need to
you're right.
vote.
407,000 Americans died. You're right. Now let's
In
look
World
at
War II.
yeah, but let's look at
The
yeah.
Civil War was.
Civil War. I could just look up how many deaths because they're all Americans. So
Yes, exactly.
Back to the slavery in like let's say United Kingdom.
Right.
They actually had that. I mean, they didn't pay people.
620,000. You're right. All right.
Yeah, it's pretty close though. Closer than I thought.
People
Yeah.
were whipped and weren't paid and were forced to do labor that they didn't want to do. Or did they have living quarters and they were paid, and there were cooks and there were gardeners? Do we know what the facts are?
No, there
here,
was
or-
slavery there's been slavery in almost every country.
Yeah.
I mean, with the Egyptians and stuff like that, I know there was
Especially,
slavery.
yeah.
Back in the day, back when it was just like, you're slaves because we're kings. You know, that type
But
of shit.
England
Well,
just
also you understand the definition of slavery got more and more like lax, kind of like they like
Listen,
even
there
just
was a-
imagining it is like wow, that's like not good. But like imagining like Egypt is like that's just like I could never do that in my ever. I don't know. It just becomes less. It becomes more. The definition becomes more. I don't know what I'm trying to say without sounding like racist.
This is interesting because if people came over on boats, on slave ships, like let's say the country sold their people, and then they sold them to this country, and they came over on the boats. The slaves were registered though, right? I mean, because they bought them on auction blocks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they were registered.
a lot of the time they just went and took them.
Yeah, but then they were sold. Nobody. There wasn't a guy with a house here that said, "I'm going to go get a boat, travel to Africa,
Oh,
get my
yeah,
own
yeah.
slaves, and
No,
come
I see
back."
what you're
That's
saying.
just
Okay.
not. Think of
I
supply
thought you
and
meant
demand.
I thought you meant the country in Africa was selling them off. No.
Well, yeah, that did happen. I mean,
Yeah, it did, but they
they
also
didn't
just
just.
got randomly taken.
Well,
Yeah, it
even if
didn't
they
matter.
did, it was in large groups, and those large groups were brought back here.
And then
They were
auction off, yeah.
unloaded. Yeah, but they were registered, right? Or did they just treat them like a piece of fruit or something? Like, oh, we bought you, you're legal, there's no documents.
They were a piece of equipment.
They're kind of like pets. Like you don't want them to get hurt and die. And you want to feed them and stuff, but it's still like not.
So when
Yeah,
they were
right.
free,
They were like equipment. It was like they were like
Yeah.
considered the same thing as a shovel. You know, you don't
That's
want to
true,
break
because
the shovel.
You want to break the shovel and you want to
so
keep
they
it.
had no name. That's why they had slave names, right? They
No
had
longer
no
like-
name.
Right.
And,
They're like
Okay.
machinery before like heavy machinery was around. Like they're like
Yes,
I'm not saying they should be, but this is what they're considered to be like. Is like a
just fact.
backhoe or a tractor or something or a bobcat. It's like you want to keep it
Why you gotta call her a hoe?
like a hoe, a backhoe.
That's my backhoe.
Back slap the hoe.
Yeah.
You want to keep it oiled. You want to keep it gassed up. You want to keep it clean.
so if they had
But-
no name, this is my whole point
Right.
here.
But
They had
backhoe
no
can't
name.
do anything.
If illegals come over because they're illegal because they're not registered in the United States, and the reason why people want to build a bigger wall and keep them out is because, oh, they could be known felons or what. They might not even be known felons. How would you even know that? You know what I mean? But
Right.
let's just close the borders down. Okay, that's what they say. But
Right.
they're still going to get over. They're still going to work illegally, and maybe their pay is living quarters. Like we're going to go work in the orange groves, and we have living quarters. And when we make a name for ourselves and move up, we'll start making money. Then we can take care of our families. So
Right.
if they're going over, they're coming over from another country, and they're illegal, and they work for a person, and they go, "You're illegal. We're not going to pay you, but we will give you living quarters so you can live. You know." Have a good time, pick in the fields, come back to... That's called opportunity to somebody that's illegal, comes from another country, running from a shitty country, right?
Right. Right.
But they're working for free, so could later on when they become citizens, as a group of people go, you know, we came over to this country and we were slaves. We came over here and we worked for free. The difference is they weren't forced over into the country, though.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
They ran into the country. They're actually technically doing something illegal. Like, we don't want them here is the attitude. And I say, you know, if you can make it, then good for you. You know, we all wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that.
The
Our
weirdest thing is
great-grandfather
you could
came
like,
over on a boat.
Right. The weirdest thing is you could take like, let's say you had $100,000 saved, and you moved to like Peru or something.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like a millionaire there. You know what I
Well,
mean?
that'll
'Cause-
never happen for me.
What? Have a
Can
or
I at
move.
least be a thousandaire? That I might be able to pull off.
Yeah, if you have like $20, you're a thousandaire there. That's how it works.
This is fucking great.
No, but there's
Peru, here
a
I
lot
come.
of people that like don't have kids and stuff that were like part of the U.S. Post Office.
Hmm.
That's what they do. They like cash out their retirement. They move down there and they're like millionaires down there. It's a lot
So
of
all the
post
postal
office
workers
workers.
go to Peru.
Yes.
Huh.
That's why you don't come to Florida to retire anymore, because everything's expensive.
Yeah. Exactly.
So Peru's the new Florida.
Peru
And Florida's
is
the new California.
Kind of.
What? Orange fields?
Yeah.
Am I losing you?
Florida is more South Americans instead of Mexicans.
Right. The middle of Florida, I saw so many when me and Nicole and I, because I was educated,
Yes,
Yeah.
you're very educated.
we took a trip to Nepali. Or is it Nepalese?
I never went to Nepal.
It's just nipples.
I thought Jimmy was shredding for a second. Like
No, it's just nipples.
it's nipples.
Oh, Naples.
Wait a minute.
Right
now?
You went to Naples for the racks.
Yeah, for the racks. I went to
He just
Naples
ended up-
for the racks.
The Naples for the racks.
They were
If I
Rugrats.
had a
though.
map of nipples, could you point them out? Could you
Yeah, get my nipples
point
off
the
that screen.
nipples?
I don't know. Does the map have a lot of veins on it?
Uh,
Did I say
alright.
veins?
We're getting a little. This
I farted and it
conversation's
stinks.
getting a little milky.
Yeah, I just smelled my fart. It smells milky.
Nice.
You ever have a milk fart? It smells like rotten milk.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
yeah.
I know.
So we're going to Naples. In the middle of Florida, they had these orange groves everywhere, right? We're driving through this town, and it was a ghost town. And we were like, where is everybody? These homes had nobody in it, but they weren't the greatest homes in the world. They've been there for a long time, probably since the 80s or
Right.
whatever. Whole town was a ghost town, and then I see the orange groves, and I'm thinking, is everybody in this town working right now? Is that what this is? Like, because that's the only thing I could think of. How could I drive through a town with nobody in it and there's orange groves surrounded by it? Are they still working? And the sun was going down, so it probably was getting close to the end of the day or whatever. Maybe that whole town was based on, the work ethic of, people going and have the job in a little area like that and they get to go home, which is the ideal way of life. I think really like old school. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be with your family and just be happy and comfortable, I think that's a pretty good idea. I almost want to jump the border.
Right.
I'll never be president of the United States of America. Eric Andre for president.
Yeah.
Would you like to do
Hey, did
part of
you-
the show too?
Speaking of names. All right.
Yeah.
Names.
Yeah, good start. Names are something that's very nice and cool.
Yes.
This is my most
No.
racist episode.
Do you know Hall and Oates? Speaking of slightly the most unreally racist band you could mention, Hall and Oates.
Sounds like racist to me.
Yeah.
Sounds like they just own
Might as well be stars and bars.
Yeah. Did you ever notice that on any of their albums or their actual name isn't really Hall and Oates? It's like
It's
John
called-
Hall. It's their full name.
Hall and
Quaker
It's
Oates.
being called Hall and Oates. They don't like that at all.
John Hall. That sounds familiar. And Quaker
Hall
Oats.
and Oates. Yeah, that's the name.
But Hall and Oates isn't their name.
Right.
The band
they
name
still-
is actually their full names. If you look on any of their albums, it says their full name every time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody just randomly
Well, yeah, that makes sense. 'cause
called
it's
them
just
Hall and Oates.
that makes sense.
What
Yeah,
makes
but you know what?
that they don't like being called Hall and Oates?
They do it all the time, though. Like, what's another band that does that?
First of all, they don't not like being called Hall and Oates because they actually sued a cereal company for trying to put that name on a cereal box. Did
They
we
hate
do
them
that
being Hall and
story?
Oates. No.
Did you do that story? There was a company that they were actually owned like a wheat company, and then they put Hall and Oates on their box,
Right.
and then Hall and Oates sued them, even though you're saying the name's not really on the album cover. But the reason why they
sue
sued
them,
them,
though.
what do you mean?
Their managers probably sued
No.
for them or whatever.
No, they actually had their own like wheat and oat company, Hall and Oates.
Oh,
did.
really?
Yeah, so it interfered with their actual
Oh my
hauling
God.
of oats. And this is not a
That's
joke.
crazy.
You should just call
Not
it
a
Hall
joke.
and Oates. That better be the company name, Hall and Oates.
That's it.
Yeah.
Holland with an N. Oats.
Yeah, Hall and Oates. Like hauling
See,
them away.
like if you look on Wikipedia, Daryl Hall and John Oates, known commonly as Hall and Oates. So, like, if you look up Hall and Oates, it's
It's way easier to say than their whole name.
I know.
Whole grain? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear you said whole grain.
Nice. So yeah, that's another thing. What did you had some things you wanted to talk about, Bill, right?
Yeah, what I wanted to talk about is what Sam wanted to talk about.
The Amazon Prime sale?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I got a theory for what your thing was used for. So, just go with
You'll
what you're
never
talking
know.
let's see. It sounded like someone hitting a drum. That noise right there. A blue drum. What would you say? Let's see.
This is great for when we play this back for an audio feed, no visual. Just all the silence.
Yeah.
This would be Simon and Garfunkel. The sound of fucking science. Or silence. Sound of science. That's BC Boys.
Let's see. What do you think of when you see? What does this look?
It looks like Sam.
What does this look like to you?
Wait, let me see.
Breaking Bad. Reminds me of Breaking Bad right off.
Oh yeah, that's freaking bad all day.
You know what that is?
That is a barrel.
Methanol, or what is the stuff they did in? I think it was methanol.
Yeah, methanol. That's a blue generic barrel I found on Google Images.
Nice.
What
Hey,
I'm
that's
trying to
me.
refer to is actually,
Didn't we used to drink those things that were called Huggies, right?
I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
that was a Huggy?
Yeah, you know what? We probably shouldn't say we drank from Huggies.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. But
That sounds
really,
disgusting.
what I'm actually referring to is,
Pedophilic at the same time.
what I'm actually referring to is this image right here. If everyone wants the screen share.
We might see this image.
Now, what do you think this is?
That looks like a
Passion
dud.
water-based lubricant.
Yes, that was.
Is it from Iran? Because look at what it's wearing.
Yeah, I can see the turban up there.
I see the turban. An urban turban.
I see the burqa, whatever they call them, the urban burqas.
It's a lower profile. It's urban turban.
Balaclavas, whatever you want to call them.
If I said Muhammad was in that barrel, am I gonna die tomorrow?
Like, I want to know what the sale was.
That was 55 gallons of lube on sale on Amazon during Prime Day.
What was the price, though? That's what I want to know.
Oh, the price I think was cheaper than usual. The usual price is about $1,361.
What?
$1,361. 55.
Oh, God.
It's 55 gallons. Put some lube in that.
I was actually talking to Jimmy when I said what,
Oh.
and he's like, "This is what."
How much? 3,000?
No.
Who cares?
$1,361. It's the sale price right now, but that's usually they usually always say sale price.
How much is that per gallon? Just so we can break it down to gas and milk for him. Also, why does my microphone hold a fart smell for so long?
Because the little netting thing.
Yeah, it's just in there. Like
Yeah.
if it was an
No,
E
but
microphone.
here's my theory about the lube. Because Billy was like, why would they ever have lube sold like that? That's like for an animal farm or something.
No, it was passion. It's actually for people though. There's actually
No way.
yeah, there's tubes.
What do you
Listen-
mean by animal farm? It's for an animal farm? Before you go on, Sam, what do you
Like
mean
how
by that,
they,
Jimmy?
you ever see
Yeah, it
when
says-
they use the glove to like
It's
Right.
It's under
into
health?
them to?
under health and personal care, sexual wellness, safer sex, lubricants.
How could you have safe sex lubricant? That I don't care how big
It's
the
got
gun is,
12
it's not gonna
months.
protect you from
12
AIDS.
month financing. What are you going to do? Okay.
It actually would protect you from AIDS.
Here's a product description. What are you going to do with all this lube? Wrestling match? Biggest adult party ever? They're looking for a simply broad-dropping amount of lube. Patchen natural water is ready to get this fun started with a 55-gallon drum. With a superb formula, you will have a natural feel that keeps you moist longer and also looks great with all toy materials. Easily
material?
washes away with warm water and mild soap. You may never run out of lube again. Not if I used it.
See, but
Man.
lube would protect you from AIDS, actually.
Now, why is that?
Because AIDS comes from like anal sex, right?
No.
And it comes from tearing the anal lining.
No, you can
Oh,
get
come on.
AIDS by humping.
You can get AIDS by sucking a dick.
No,
Yeah.
you can't.
Yep.
It's
You
blood.
can.
All
No, you
right,
can't. Look it
Oh,
up.
I'm
you
gonna
can
take
get
blood
their
only.
semen.
Jimmy.
You get their semen too.
Jimmy, I'm
No, you
gonna
can't.
take a
No, you
gallon
can't.
of
You can't get
AIDS
through
and just
semen at
have you
all.
drink it. You can drink a gallon of AIDS then tomorrow. I'm gonna
No,
order
there's a
AIDS
certain
off
amount of
eBay.
semen that you would have to swallow, but there's
For that whole load.
shot. Nope. Look it up. I'm telling you, it's blood. It's if you
Yeah,
have,
it is blood, but
if you go to do anal, that's why more gay people get it. Is because when you go to do anal and you tear the anal lining,
Mhm.
that's what it goes into. It goes into the blood. You cannot get it from sucking a penis.
Yeah, but why'd you say more gay people? So so you're admitting that non-gay people can get it.
Yeah, if a guy has anal sex with with a woman and tears her anal lining,
Yeah, but
So
what
is this
about
thing-
the vaginal lining?
you're
Or
not
an
gonna
open sore
tear
in the
that
mouth.
often.
They taught us this in school. They
Alright,
said that
kids-
if you have an open sore, you
According-
can get AIDS from a blowjob.
according to kidshealth.org, when someone with HIV receives oral sex, the virus can enter the other person's body when semen or vaginal fluids get into the mouth.
Kids' health?
Kidshealth.org/teen/expert.
Wix.
No. Okay.
I got one
You
better
guys
for you.
talk amongst yourself for a second.
All
I'm
right.
gonna look up the
That's what we were
ways.
doing anyways. I didn't know we were so scientific.
I know. Kidshealth.org. I gotta find this out on Jesus Christ.
That's okay. I can't even get regular English down, but at least I don't have AIDS.
Exactly.
2 and 2 is AIDS. It never existed. I'm going to one-up you on this, Jimmy. It never existed, so now I sound like the idiot no matter what happens.
Conspiracy theorist. It was government created.
Yes, just like everything else. So that's a pretty, so what did it break down per gallon for that lube, by the way?
I don't know. 55. I gotta do math. I gotta like divide two numbers or something.
How many gallons is it?
55 gallons.
And how much does it cost?
I don't know. I have to go back to it. Let's see.
It's like 1,000 something?
Yeah. I think you gotta divide two numbers or something.
Jesus Christ. What are those two numbers?
1,361.80.
2,361.80.
1,361.80 divided by 55. That will get you your, right?
What is it?
1,361. I guess I can just do it right here.
It's almost $25 a gallon.
That seems about right. That seems cheap, actually.
You better be able to put that in your car.
No, that's pretty cheap, actually, because you got to think about a gallon. Like, usually some little things this big, they're $20. Like a pint. Yeah.
Right.
It is kind of like a bulk deal. It is actually cheap. Let's see.
Yeah. So it's more expensive to use.
Like a hand thing of lube from them is $20 for 34 ounces. That's not even near a gallon, really.
Interesting.
Yep.
That's pretty expensive still, though. For buying a 55-gallon drum, I'm just saying. It seems like it's $24 is a lot of money for a gallon of oil.
Yeah, but also a gallon of milk costs more than a gallon of gas, so.
I'm sure there's going to be a
I
lot
guess
of
it
theories.
says the risk is very low, but it's not zero for oral sex on HIV.
Right.
So I guess maybe if you did have a cut or something.
I wouldn't risk
Mostly
it.
what you're saying is gay people have AIDS. Is that what you're saying? All gay people have AIDS?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. I love how you didn't even try to help yourself out. You're just like, yeah, basically.
No, it's just more common, obviously.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I
not
don't
even common
know.
at all anymore. I mean,
Yeah, it's not common at all, yeah.
They kind of killed it, actually, with the whole condom.
So let me get this straight.
Hitler?
Statistically, we're aware of more homosexual activity, yet AIDS activity has gone down because of AIDS awareness, right? Is that what it is?
I think that actually worked for once. I'm like,
So then how come condom sales aren't as good as they used to be? Because that would be the way to protect yourself from it.
people
How
are
do you
just
know
staying
they
home
aren't?
and people are staying home and jacking off.
Yeah, full
How do you know
surgery.
they're not?
Hmm?
How do you know condom sales aren't better?
Because I think we actually talked about it.
Oh, did we?
I think so. Because they're coming out with the rings and the vibrating things, they're trying to still make themselves, relevant in the sex world.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why AIDS has actually dropped.
Because the internet came around and you could just do it at home.
Yeah.
And it does make
There's
sense.
like a
I guess
big
most people do it at home anyway.
there's like a big list of people with it and stuff.
Celebrities?
No, I'm just talking about anybody in the world. You can find out right now if they have it.
How?
AIDSlist.com.
Jesus. You know what's crazy about that? If they did actually have an AIDSlist.com, they should specify whether they're homosexual or straight. And even if they're straight, you would still be like, nah, they must have had an interaction at one point in time. Because you believe.
Probably bisexual or bi-curious.
Do they
Right.
have a list of celebrity people with AIDS aside from Magic Johnson?
What does magic
If
come?
this was such a big
Easy.
epidemic. Huh?
Easy.
He's dead.
Freddie Mercury.
He was gay. See, here's the thing, though. Is
He's
Eazy-E
dead.
and Magic Johnson supposedly
The
wasn't?
boxer.
See, those I don't
boxer.
think they weren't homosexuals though. That's what I don't understand about your theory.
They just had a lot of partners. And
I guess that's
they
all it would
did
take.
in the boot.
There's a lot of fisting.
Yeah.
Well, that's where the 55-gallon drum comes in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do what they call arm.
Was that the
All
only
comes
one you
full
had?
All comes full circle.
Oh no, there's also 12-inch shoehorns. I'm just saying, the whole point of the thing is that
Wait a minute.
you
Wait,
get the
before you
lube?
go on. Before you go on, was that the
I'll let you go
suggestion
with that. I'll
after
let
the
you take
55-gallon drum?
oh, I'm sure people have done it. It's just like
What just happened?
What?
I'm sure people stick it up their ass to buy it, but what's
The
your point?
shoehorn.
Wait, the shoehorn?
Yeah, there you're getting
Yeah,
it.
so you buy the lube and then you buy the shoehorn.
Shoehorn,
Buy,
yeah.
buy one, get one.
There you go. No, but what I'm
Next
saying is that's another shitty gift. It would be shitty if you stick it up your ass, but
Yeah.
a gift, a sale item. But yeah, basically the sale is just total blunder. Everybody hated it. It's just you tried to like TVs and
I
electronics
know
and
there was
stuff.
one I saw a 40-inch TV for like $114.
That's what I kept hearing about. Like everybody's like, oh, they've been saying that for like a week. Like, oh, here's going to be the TV for that. And I saw a TV go up, and it wasn't that. And I think the TV probably did eventually go up, but it would have been sold out like before anybody can get it. That's another problem. They had all the good stuff, especially sells out too quick, and they just didn't have enough. Like,
Right.
you just didn't. How do you not anticipate your Amazon? You know you're big. You just think that would be like it needs to be like 5 times what they had ready to sell.
They didn't even have
So-
to hold this, what I consider a stunt. It was a stunt from a major online corporation that they didn't have to do.
I think it actually hurt their reputation, actually.
I think
Yeah.
it may have.
It's kind of trying to show like first of all, Prime's supposed to be just for shipping and videos and stuff. But it's like here's what you get on the sale we just invented that for this. You know what I mean? It's just like oh, so now you're forcing me exactly.
Whoa! Bottle that and resell that.
It's canned. It's not real.
Put that in a
Wow.
55
It's not
gallon.
real, is it?
That was real.
Ah. Let me get a little bit of this Oprah Winfrey. Ah.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's not real.
Oprah Winfrey.
Are you wearing a Bright House Network
Yeah,
shirt?
that's what I was wondering too.
Oh no, this is something else.
I was just gonna ask that.
Shirt on.
It's just like,
friend.
Is it Goodwill or something?
Wait, I ate some macaroni and cheese earlier, so here's some macaroni and squeeze.
It's a good fart
Roundhouse.
soundboard, I'll admit.
BMX slacks. That was
The microphone was so far away too.
Okay, I got a new game.
Oh, it's not going to be new. It's not
Alright.
new at all. It involves
No,
farts.
this is a great game. You try and guess. I'm gonna tell you the name of this fart on a soundboard,
Too
and
high.
you try and guess what the sound is gonna be like.
It's like a fart.
What?
It's gonna be like a fart.
I know, but you gotta try and like guess kind of what it's.
Wait, can we guess the number? How long?
Tuna melt madness. What would
It's
that
gonna
sound
s-
like?
It's going to sound like 2 pieces of ham with an air compressor behind it.
All right. What do you think, Sam?
It'll sound like cat and a raccoon getting a fight in an alleyway.
All right, let's see.
Ham sandwich.
I think
It sounded more like
Jordan was
ham
kinda
sandwich.
right. What do you think? Shave and a haircut. What kind of a fart is that? It's gonna be like like that probably.
I think it'll sound like you know, when
It's
you
gonna
open
sound like you're getting your hair buzzed.
it's gonna sound like an old computer when you open the disk drive.
It's
Yeah.
going to sound very airy, like a hot fart passing through a tunnel.
All right, let's see.
It sounded like shaving a haircut.
Oh,
Play
wait,
it
isn't that
again.
a song? What is that one song? Isn't it like
It's called shaving a haircut.
toothpick, or something?
Now, did you say toothpicks?
Whatever they say. What do they say?
What barbershop did you go to?
What's that one song? Dun, 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 dun,
Shaving
dun,
a haircut. Afro picks.
No, what do they really say?
It's 2 bits.
2 bits, whatever. So that's what it was.
Haircut. 2 bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it just was shaving a haircut. I'll get
This
the
is
2.
our shitty aftermath, anyways. What about
Couldn't
eckhole?
tell.
Eckhole.
Hash hole?
Eckhole.
Toilet.
Like echo
Toilet's involved.
What?
I'm a little disappointed in that.
What about Puff Daddy?
This one better be good. I hate to see the Big Papa. What was it? Oh, okay. Thanks.
What about Jurassic farts?
It's gotta be like a roar. Come on.
Let's see. Wait, I gotta find it now. Where'd it go? Shoot. Jurassic farts.
Yep.
You mean shoot?
There's like 100 of them, so I'm trying to find what I just had. Jurassic farts. How about Dale? I'll do Dale
Earnhardt?
Earnhardt
Okay.
first.
It sounded like a little bit of a loop of a race car.
It sounded like yeehaw.
Yeah, kinda. Where the heck is Jurassic farts? Oh, there it is. All right, Jurassic farts.
Come on.
How's that
Oh,
Jurassic
nice.
Farts?
Oh, it's like the cup of water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a cup of water when he's taking the steps.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if they farted the
he's
whole
walking.
theme?
How
Fart the
about
whole
Men in
theme.
Brown?
Jesus. I'm actually done with the show.
What about Charlie Brown?
I quit the show and I actually like farts.
What about Tanya farting? Where do they come up with the names? It doesn't even really match.
It sounds like we made it up.
Bowels of the Titanic.
It was almost sounding like the theme song.
I'm sorry, what were you saying, Sam? While that shoot was so rudely interrupted.
Oh my god. my gosh. Alright,
That sounds like
the,
doors squeaking
the,
and
uns- the unstinkable Molly Brown's undergarments.
fuck. This better be good.
Oh, it sounded shardy.
That was definitely Shardy.
Monica, you stinky.
What? How many more? Can we just do another whole show with just the
Wait.
farts?
Alright, wait. Laurel and Farty.
This one's got to be good.
Ah, man. They're not as good as the name. The names are so much better. I'm gonna give you guys 3 names. We're gonna do one more. I'm gonna give you 3 names, and you gotta name which one we should do. Rectal Bismol, Morning Dew, or Forest Dump.
Forrest Gump.
It's definitely Forrest Gump.
Alright. This one better be good.
That was awful. There was a surprise at the end. I want to know.
The frog.
That's just textbook classic right there.
That
That
bastard.
one's called What Are You Saying?
It does sound like a question.
Hmm?
Alright.
Hey,
Or,
James.
yeah.
Got a question for you.
Yes.
Who's the unfortunate producer that had to throw his microphone away after all these
Oh, I
little
know.
sound bites?
I don't even know.
I mean, to record something in such quality, it would have had to at least been $100 microphone.
There's seriously over like 1,000 of these. It's crazy.
I've had more than 1,000 though, so that's believable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, here's the last one. Fart of the Bumblebee. This is gonna be the last one. This is gonna be our outro.
Forever.
What?
I'm a little disappointed.
I didn't get one good.
Is it over?
These are good.
Oh, it's still going. How's this count as one fart?
That's just a door
That's a
creaking.
good one. That's a good one.
That's a door creaker.
Hot air balloon.
I think it's a door creaker, I'm going to call it.
Okay, the last one we're doing, no matter what. Heiny hiccup.
No.
Heiny hiccups.
You think it's gonna be good?
Heiny hiccups. It should be. Heiny hiccups are number 2 with a bullet.
That one actually kind of sounds like not farty, so it might actually be good.
Let's do the Heiny hiccup.
Number 2 was
terrible.
the bullet was actually a pretty good. I got an idea. Pick
Yeah.
one that's one syllable, and it doesn't have anything to do with fart.
Alright.
It'll be the best one. I guarantee you. You have my word.
There's none with one syllable, though.
How? Fart's one syllable.
How about nice try?
Okay.
Slide trombone?
Jesus Christ. Did we go over a limit of farts before we get fart infringement?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh my God.
We're ending
That's-
with that one. That's
That sounds very
That's called-
familiar. And very
called
fart.
Rip Roaring.
I think you committed sloppy right infringement.
Is there anyone called fart warming?
That one's
Fart-
called Rip. No. Should be.
Rip Torn? Were you gonna say Rip
Rip
Torn?
Roarin', it's called. Wait, George Push. Hang on.
Don't even play the fart. It'll ruin it. Just save the fart for the beginning of the